It is New Comic Book Day, my dudes. Stream is started. I got the tweet out. Hello, welcome. That's actually kind of creepy, isn't it? I bought a pair of earbuds. Like, this cost like $6 at Five Below, which is really funny because at Five Below, everything is supposed to cost $5 or below. Inflation is killing us all. Yeah, I lost my other set of earbuds while I was on my business trip. So, had to get some little cheapy replacements. They seem okay. I listened to them on the way home a little bit. Anyway. Oh yeah, I was just talking about airframe. Get off to the side, buddy. You can hang out with Psychodrome, Black Cat Volume 2. Oh man, I got 1,000,000 books today. Not a literal million, but close enough, a figurative million. Because I've been gone for like a month, yo. What'd you think was gonna happen? You don't show up for a month, books stack up. How was the trip anyway? It was okay. So put a book down for you to look at here. My shop man picked that out. Like, you're gonna like this weird book. So we'll see. See how I feel about the weird book. But yeah, the trip was fine. Bend, Oregon was literally on fire in every direction around me, which is kind of weird. I've never been in a forest fire or surrounded by forest fires before, and there I was, Dr. Lizabar, burned out. Went to the last Blockbuster, had a good time there, bought a Baja Blast, a postcard. I don't even like Baja Blast, but it was so much better having a Baja Blast from the last Blockbuster. You may not believe me about this, but it's real. I have been there. I have been to this place. I have been to this location. Actually, I was pretty much all over Bend, man. It's hard not to drive around that place. The town is actually built around this butte right here. And you can go up there. When did Wikipedia get interactable maps? Anyway, you can come up here and you can see all around, and we did that. And so from up there, we could see the wall of smoke, literally every direction. And it started that day, that last day, and it started pouring down to the valley, so everything was getting increasingly smoky down here. Kind of wild. We had dinner. Might have been here. There's a Italian / French restaurant called Bosu. It was alright. And I learned something fascinating. There's apparently a famous lady of the night retired there. Her. Yep. Well, guy I was there to see told me she was a lady of the night, but this appears to be a little less like that. Intense love for between Pantages and Rockaway and stuff of a legend in the Yukon. Oh, baby. Wow, these people are kind of jerks. Anyway, as you can see, she retired to Bend, Oregon. Look at that. Which is a city in Oregon. I know that's kind of crazy. living life at its best in Deschutes County. These smokestacks were still there. A lot of this is different. Anyway, I didn't mean to like get us off on talk about business trip territory, but that's kind of where we ended up. Here's in photography back then. If she was a vampire, they'd be no! Wrong kind of lady of the night. Man, I'm trying to be polite for YouTube here. And Ninja Weasel, he's just over there mocking me. Here, let me get the halogen lamp on too. All right, beautiful. Oh man, we have given XLG enough time to show up. If he doesn't show up, it's on him. I actually don't want to spend too long tonight, even though I got a whole stack of books to get through. So I flipped this open. It's very much like a comic, like the kind of comic you would see in like a head shop back in the 70s. Super indie. Very out there with the art. A dude who makes Saving the World, Tonic Mole, he would probably be super into this because this kind of stuff is his jam. I don't know if it's my jam, but I'm going to read it anyway. My shop man was like, you should take that, so I took it. However, then later on, this is talking about the free books now, later on I was looking at the dollar bins, which used to be the 75-cent bins, used to be the 50-cent bins. Inflation's killing us all. Because at a Graham Crackers you get 3 books out of there for free. Well, I was digging in there, and you know what I found? I found something that has got to be worth a ton of money. Something that has got to be super duper high priced. That's right, Cage #1. See, it says it's a first issue collector's item, unleashing the power. So that means this book has to be worth $1 million. If I look on eBay, people are selling this book for like $1,000. Hey, eBay. Let's check out eBay. Cage #1. Okay, never search that on eBay. Never ever search that on eBay. There we go, now we're talking. $9.86, $15.39, $5, $7, $60 graded at 9.8. $2.50, $7. See, I told you this book was worth a lot of money. We picked this up, we have made a profit today. Wow, seriously, never search Cage #1 on eBay. That was terrifying. I never want to do that again. I got a beverage here, and we're going to use it as brain bleach now. I'm gonna pour it up through like my ear and wash all that out. Man, that burns. I guess we should flip through Cage, shouldn't we? I mean, it's kind of what you'd expect from a 1992 comic. The Marvel style. Is this guy like the Shredder or something, man? Ow! That looks painful. You know, I guess if you're going to fight Luke Cage, you should use his own body weight against him, right? Like, invulnerable skin, breakable neck. Alright? I gotta be right. And the third book I got, I was really surprised to see in the bin. Then, of course, I kind of looked at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I see why. It's got spine ticks and stuff like that. But still, a free Gen 13 book. Not bad. See the spine ticks. The book is pretty beat up, so I see why it ended up in the bin. The book is probably worth $1. Also, it's probably not expensive at all. Yeah, we get us some Fairchild action in our lives. That's what we're all here for, right? You know, there was a Gen 13 animated film. Hello, Gen 13. Exactly. I totally made an animated movie. I actually have seen part of it. Kind of cool, huh? Look at the cast. Oh, look at that. You've got Eugene from Young and the Restless right here. How could the movie be bad? Mark Hamill? Of course Mark Hamill's in it. What animated project was Mark Hamill not in the 90s? Saying? They picked a redhead to voice a redhead. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, him! Bum, 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 bum. Anyway. Just saying. They made a Gen 13 movie. It was okay. So let's flip through until we find some Fairchild here. Like, can we get Fairchild? Hey, there we go. Leah's grunge. That is amazing. It's something, all right. You know, looking at this, it becomes rapidly apparent why it is people like to read Gen 13. You know, characterization is just really spot on and great. I mean, take a look at these characters here. You know, you got her and some guy, Fairchild, and some lady groping herself, and well, it's pretty obvious what's about to happen on the right side over there. God is worse, these kids are caught up in the middle of all this. Yeah, they sure are. That's how Gen 13 rolls, man. And we got some more Fairchild. Hello, Fairchild booty. Can I show that on YouTube? I'm gonna show it on YouTube. Look at that. Yep, it's definitely obvious why people read Gen 13. Rainmaker, dude, I'm going to just tell you right this second, off the top of my head, I don't remember any of these characters' names except Fairchild. Like Gen 13 more than that. Well, you know, honestly, I think people in general did, but it's an easy joke to make. And so I am making easy joke. I mean, the main reason people got into Gen 13 is the artwork, like going all the way back to the beginning of the book. And every successive iteration of it that was successful at Image, before it became a DC property, people were into it because of the artwork. All the other stuff was alright, and it supported the artwork. But yeah. No, so there we go. Another Gen 13 book to add to the collection. Best part, the price is free. Right. Alright, so that's it for the free books, man. I got this super weird thing. I got Cage #1, which is clearly the most valuable book here. Definitely an easy joke to make and not entirely inaccurate. Yeah, you got hooked in by... Yep, that's everybody. I think that's everybody that read Gen 13. And that also describes like a lot of people that read stuff like X-Men in the 80s. Like, you'd roll in and be like, wow, this artwork is straight fire. You know, put a fire emoji right here. And it'd be cool. And the next thing you know, you're like, man, Chris Claremont's soap opera is amazing. Gen 13 and Wildcats definitely inherited that spirit of comics, even more than the other Image books. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. We should get on to the books I paid money for, because I don't want to go too long, because I actually want to maybe hop over to Twitch and play some Splunky or something here in a bit. So, books I paid for. We got Geiger number 6. It's got the cool double-headed wolf on the cover, which I appreciate. Tariq and the Nuclear Knight are up in the background, but the wolf is definitely center stage here. Which, I flipped this open, and that seemed pretty appropriate because what did I flip open to? I flipped open to the staple. What was happening at the staple? A frickin' wolf wrecking somebody. I love it. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know who doing what, because I haven't read the last couple issues yet. That's great stuff, man. I'm sold on it. I like the little Nuclear Knight character, man. Kind of brings that Sancho Panza vibe that the book definitely, that Tariq definitely needed hanging out with him. Since we've already got one Ghost Machine book out here, it says Ghost Machine. Let's get my other Ghost Machine book. Much like Geiger, I haven't read the last 2 or 3 issues yet, so I definitely got to catch up on that. They're all in a box right down there. They're just waiting for me to get to them. Here in Rook, our dude controls ravens on this alien planet where people are hooked up to the wildlife. And there's this dude controlling bears going around and killing everybody else. I don't really know why he's doing that, because we haven't read the last couple issues. But... oh! I like it! Ursal vs. Rook. The brawl for it all. Yeah! Sold. Again, I'm sold, man. Maybe I'm easy. I don't know. Give me some cool looking art. Both these books got cool art, man. Gary Frank's art in Geiger, immaculate. Jason Fabok's art in Rook, immaculate. Both of them being colored by Brad Anderson ties them together visually, even though the artist styles are different. Like, you look at the color choices in here, and the books feel tonally similar. It's amazing. It's championship level work right there. I just wonder if they can keep up the pace. That I don't know. Alright. Next book I paid for. Because we're going through like a month worth of books here, man. We could talk all night. That's right. Sweetie Candy Vigilante. The weirdest book series I have ever read. Like, I went into this expecting like just a straight bad girl kind of story, you know, like Lady Death book or Vampirella or something. No. Nothing like that at all, man. Somehow this is like tied in with a band, Osaka Pop Star, and there's just like all kinds of crazy shenanigans. The art is definitely a treat. So Candy is like starting up her candy store and candy factory, taking on her sort of brother but not really brother, like her dad's father's, or her dad's best friend's son, you know, like cousin. Maybe cousin is the right way to put that. And he's like an evil businessman. She has pixie sticks that melt evil people, along with all kinds of like weird fairy creatures. Like, you know, there's a living tree back there that's sentient. Hansel and Gretel work for her. She's got the candy wolf. Oh, in fact, there he is. Stinged me. She's got the candy wolf who's down here giving an interview. Like, the whole thing is completely cracked out. Why? Because she's Sweetie. And this whole thing like just ties into like some music and stuff. Like in one of these issues, I got like a download code to get like some ridiculous song. Looking to see if I can find that in here. If they publish that in another issue. Good lord, she's busty. She's so busty, she's busting loose, man. No, usually the first couple pages there's... Oh, here it is. Yeah, so there's a QR code here that we'll just cover up with a convenient sticky note, on which I've written 1:48. But like, I downloaded this very silly song, The Land of Hatchie Malachi, and it's like, yeah, I get it. I understand, man. This is the weirdest crossover I have ever seen. And as the kids say, I'm here for it. Sweetie is the weirdest book. I love it. It is a rare thing in entertainment to find something that not only is unique, but is exactly what it wants to be. Sweetie Candy Vigilante is one of those products. I don't know that it's like fantastic. I don't know that I can tell everybody you should go read this. It's amazing. But it hits this weird niche. There's nothing else like it. The art's good. The story's crazy. It's just a completely skewed view of the world. And it's a lot of fun. Speaking of things that are a lot of fun that I can't show on YouTube, oh my goodness, I think this is going to get me in trouble with YouTube here. Vampirella Dark Reflections, issue number 4. I haven't read a single one of these yet. I really should. The art in them's okay. Cover art, like, is typical for a Dynamite book. The cover art is way better than the interior art, but the interior art's not bad either. I just don't know what's going on with this because I ain't read any of them. So I've really got nothing to contribute. You know, I almost want to get into this Barbarella comic that's coming out because it's written by Blake Northcott. And I pretty much like her comic writing. Actually, I have one of her novels that I haven't even read yet. I got this from a Kickstarter years ago, and this is the damaged one, first one that they sent me. They sent me a replacement, and I got that from Kickstarter back in, I don't know, 2018 or whatever. So I'm pretty sure that I'll enjoy the writing because Blake Northcott's a pretty good writer. She did this Executive Assistant Iris miniseries. I think it was 4 issues long. Some of the best spy stuff I've read in a comic book in ages. Maybe ever. Like, I don't know. I don't read a lot of spy comics, so maybe that's a bad comparison. But that's kind of how I'm feeling. Plus, she did like a 2-issue thing in Catwoman back in like 2019. That was a hoot. She brought back the villain Snowflame. It was a cocaine-powered villain, and it was an absolute hoot of a book. On the negative side, I don't actually like Barbarella. You see my problem here? It's like, well, I don't actually like the movie. I thought the movie was stupid and trite. Like, there's only one reason to watch the movie. Okay, no, I take it back. There's only 2 reasons to watch the movie. And that's it. Like, Barbarella's not a particularly good book or a good movie. This next book is like the weirdest freaking thing that I don't think I knew was coming out, or maybe I did, and I blanked it out because it's so traumatizing. Yeah. Interesting about having the Barbarella comics really Korean. Yeah. Like, I kind of think that's how just about everybody feels about that one, man. Let's see. I was just looking here to see if Wikipedia had something about this. Late 2023, Vault Comics announced an eponymous series based on the Deathstalker property. It served as a teaser for the aforementioned they're rebooting that stupid movie. Oh my god. Okay, so the best part of Deathstalker is the movie poster. There's not a whole lot else that this movie has going for it. It's like poorly directed, poorly written, poorly shot, poorly production valued. Like, it's definitely like a D-grade movie. Like, this is the kind of thing you'd throw in a drive-in. This was still the 60s, which maybe isn't like such a surprise because it was created by frickin' Roger Corman. What did you expect? But like, why Owen here is hanging out with the main character from Deathstalker, I have no idea. There's a non-zero chance that there will be like naked boobs if I just keep pages. Yeah, there's kind of on the side over there. Oh yeah, look at that, just barely covered. I think we're okay according to YouTube though. Oh, no! Oh, Cazador de la Muerte. Yeah, I see you type that, and I see it on the Wikipedia page, man. Don't need Cazadors. This is not New Vegas, okay? Anyway, I'm sure this is a fine book, and I'm going to have fun reading it, but it's been years since I watched Deathstalker, so I don't really remember the dude. And if I need to know something about the dude, enjoy the book. Like, it ain't gonna be happening. Alright, next up, and I really wish this was a wraparound cover, because I think that this would have been a great opportunity to do the trust no one, not even yourself meme. Hold on. Trust no one, not even yourself. If you're not familiar with the meme, pull this up on Know Your Meme. Yeah, so this meme right here. Right? So I think this comic book was a perfect opportunity to do that meme. Yep, it's Something Is Killing My Patience, issue number 40. We're a couple issues behind in this series too. That seems to be a universal statement. But like, I really wish this was a wraparound. Because wouldn't it have been funny to have Erica Slaughter holding a gun to Erica Slaughter, who's holding a gun to something, that gun comes in here. We had like the trust nobody, not even yourself, like Ouroboros here. But maybe that's too funny and not serious enough for Something That's Killing the Children. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just kind of jamming to the music for a second there. It got me, man. Yeah, what a wasted opportunity. I know. Anyway, I'm not really sure where we're at here. It looks like she's still hunting that same monster out west. So that's my guess as to what's going. Yeah, there's the kid. Yeah, she's definitely still hunting that same monster out west. I guess we haven't resolved that here after like 10 issues. Next book is interesting. I'm kind of flipping through it to make sure I'm not going to get in trouble with YouTube by showing like excessive, Ghibli bits or something. Because I'm kind of flipping through and I keep seeing Keanu Reeves in bed with naked women. Like I'm watching Knock Knock. Alright. Well, I already spoiled what the book was. Berserker, the Lost Book of B. I don't know what the heck is going on with the Berserker stuff. Like, why isn't this just like Berserker 15 or whatever? Like, I don't get it. They could be on like issue 20 or something by now if they were just numbering them that way. And I think the series would probably be better for that because it would get people in stores regularly. Because it's a book written by Keanu Reeves. This was like a chance to really cross over and get mainstream people into stupid little ghetto siloed comic book stores. Instead, we're making it complicated by one-shots, no regular release schedule. I don't know, maybe Matt Kent and Ron Garney or whatever his name is don't really have a choice because Keanu Reeves is kind of driving this. Gee, we got Naked Man up there, naked women on over here. Like, Keanu Reeves is just naked people, man. It's like I'm watching what was that Jackie Chan movie I watched? The Protector. Good lord, what a weird movie. It was not a good it was not a good film, but it was especially not a good Jackie Chan movie. There was a tremendous amount of absolutely pointless nudity in this. Like, it only really made sense in the story in one place, and then there's like this whole drug lab full of naked people. It's like, what the heck am I looking at? And then it's shot like every other sentence is just like somebody's dropping an F-bomb or something. It totally took me out of the experience. And all those negatives really overshadowed the Jackie Chan positives. The cool final fight scene, for example, where he's fighting this big dude. They're up on like there's a crane and it's like lifted a platform. The platform's covered in boxes, and so they're fighting in the middle of that, and the platform is moving through the air and stuff. They're like 100 feet up. Absolutely spectacular fight sequence. But the American version of this movie is just a complete mess, and it's not worth watching. Apparently, the Hong Kong movie, which was reshot and recut by Jackie Chan, is a very different place. Or is a very different film. That doesn't have the weird nudity all over the place, and it doesn't have all the swearing. And the fight scenes are reshot to have faster action and stuff, like a Jackie Chan movie. Who could have guessed that an action movie guy who made his chops, doing kung fu movies on low budgets so that every motion, every little bit of action had to be correct, otherwise you're wasting people's money and time. Who could have guessed that guy would be able to recut the action sequences and make them better? Weird. So anyway, that's kind of like I'm just like flipping through this stuff, and I'm just seeing like a lot of Ghibli bits and floppy bits and things. Where I was, and now I'm not. This is actually really cool. Look at this. Technique to harness Unute, silver figure. Keep him angry, weak, still alive. But he recovers. Boil him again. Yeah, this is gonna work well for you guys. That's really gonna work well for you. Bulgar tribe is following our directive just as prescribed. Holy mission is upheld. That's what the bird says as he flies off with that note. Alright, my next book, Dune, House Carino number 5. I'm not even going to open this. I haven't even started reading House Carino yet. I still got to finish House Harkonnen. I misplaced like issue 9. Until I find it, I'm kind of stuck. And then the other book I got, the very last one, Fire and Ice number 3. It's been like a year since number 2 came out. I don't know what's going on. They did like a one-shot with Tila in it. So I got no idea why this book is so like delayed, but it is, or was. And we're just living in the world where, like any Dynamite book, the cover is better than the interior. But you know what? The interior is not bad in this one. It's all very Frazetta. I like it. Oh, there's XLG, just as we're leaving. He has missed us going through all 10 of these comic books. Look at that. Anyway, we're wrapping up now because we reached the end of a new comic book day. So, Ninja Weasel, thank you for hanging out. You beautiful, beautiful lurkers. Thank you so much for hanging out. And if you made it this far, you might as well just leave me a like here on this video, because if you don't, I'll be sad. Make me cry. Don't make me cry, man. Don't make me cry, okay? And I think I'm gonna go maybe pop over to Twitch here on this beautiful Wednesday. It was a beautiful day today. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful outside. It was temperate. There was a little breeze. I enjoyed it with being outside today. But beautiful temperate Wednesday night, are gonna go play some Spelunky, I think. So I'll see you over on Twitch. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Well, take care of yourselves. We're gonna do that thing where I'll give you the thumbs up, listen to some music for a bit, and then the stream will end. Oh man, maybe with that big cough, we will not be cutting over to Twitch. I don't know. We'll find out in about 5 or 10 minutes. See if I start coughing again. Silly colds, man. Silly colds. Y'all take care. For really reals. Bye-bye.